Counter-Strike is starting its own movement to fix their game. Team Fortress had its movement about a week ago or so, asking Valve to fix their game as it's completely unplayable due to the bot infestation going on. I made a couple videos on the topic. If you want to go watch them, the link's in the description, or you can just check out my channel. They started the petition, videos were made, awareness was spread, and despite this rousing collaboration by the TF2 community, Valve still hasn't made an official statement. But it showed the gaming community that Valve fans are losing faith in the once infallible company and their games. And now, it's the Counter-Strike community's turn. At the moment, it's nowhere near as big as FixTF2. But if things keep going the way that they are, it's possible that a future Fix Counter-Strike movement will be one of titanic proportions. Something that the gaming world would have never seen before. Hi Internet Wanderer, my name's Argonax. I make video reviews, essays, commentaries, and shorts. I hope you enjoy my content enough to do the YouTube things. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Counter-Strike, whether that be Counter-Strike Global Offensive or Counter-Strike 2, is more or less consistently the most played game on Steam at any given time, with player count records far surpassing TF2 and even Valve's other favorite game, Dota. But this doesn't bode well given that Counter-Strike's cheating problem is starting to become unmanageable. Counter-Strike is literally Valve's crown jewel, and they can't be bothered to fix it. But first, some context. Counter-Strike 2 came out 8 or 9 months ago, and its launch wasn't exactly the smoothest. For a long time, Counter-Strike 2's predecessor, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, was in a state of neglect. Seems familiar, doesn't it?
Perfect. Kill me later.
People for years have been begging Valve to fix the issues, with the biggest one being the amount of cheaters around and the various exploits in the game. So when Counter-Strike 2 was announced, it promised a brand new game engine and many new modernizations to the game. But that didn't exactly happen. Counter-Strike 2's release was underwhelming at best and almost a disaster at worst.
Que isso? Tá pegando fogo a cada do sabugo. Nice! Gay!
Nobody expected this when CS2 was announced, but the game had somehow developed an anti-gravity lean brought about by when a player running along scopes in with a sniper, which slows down their run in such a way that it breaks the game's animation system.
Not quite to the level of Overwatch 2. Wow, I really can't stop comparing Valve games to Blizzard, huh? But nonetheless, the game was left wanting for many things, with a lot of things missing, like features, a lot of the maps, and the game was extremely buggy. Valve is slowly bringing it to feature parity with Counter-Strike Global Offensive, but it's a slow process. Even to this day, there's still a lot of things missing. Where is Danger Zone? This is not a joke. I want to play Source 2 Danger Zone, Valve. Gabe, huh? Whereas despite having a new game, we didn't get a new anti-cheat. We're still stuck with VAC anti-cheat, which is still a massive joke. Cheaters are still everywhere.
When I'm watching these demos, I'm looking for consistent sketchy behavior. Consistent sketchy behavior like that. Like looking at exactly where the guy was. Ah, I caught you there, man, because he thought he was gonna have the angle. He forgot there was a box in the middle of the site, didn't he? Please just go for it, man. Just shoot him through the Do it! Yes, do it! He was nowhere near that. There was like all kinds of cover in the way, but he didn't know that.
I know a lot of people who play Counter-Strike religiously, and they swear that it is completely infested with cheaters. There were attempts to fix this in the past, introducing prime matchmaking or by linking your phone number to your account. But according to the hardcore community, cheaters are just too big of an issue to even bother playing the game seriously. Apparently there are also bots in Counter-Strike. They're mostly in deathmatch servers or casual servers, mostly just there to farm case drops.
The footage you're looking at right now isn't some cheeky LAN party. It's actually a CS2 bot farm in China. Now, what's a bot farm, you ask? Well, like cheating, it further ruins the CS2 experience, it might actually be illegal, and you can make a lot of money doing it.
But at least at the moment, bots are not as oppressive as they are in TF2. Now, I've always been more of a casual Counter-Strike player. There were random times over the years where I'd take grinding rank seriously, but it never really lasted for long. I think the highest rank I ever got in Counter-Strike was whatever the lowest gold rank is. I can't even remember. But from my own limited experience in that time playing, the only time that the cheating was super obvious was this one time I decided to play Danger Zone and I kept getting dinked from the other side of the map with a guy who had a shotgun. Maybe I'm just too much of a noob to recognize when I'm being owned legitimately or by cheaters. I'm a big subscriber of the Dunning-Kruger effect, you see. But again, for my limited time playing Counter-Strike seriously, cheaters or bots or anything like that was never too much of an issue. Again, take this with a grain of salt. I'm an idiot. Everything I just said here is not legitimate. Look away, look away. But all the pros and the dedicated player base say it's an issue, so it has to be true. From my understanding, many players don't even play on Valve official servers at all, referring to use third-party services like Faceit or something similar to that. And unlike TF2, which is primarily a casual game, although there are still competitive TF2 players, Counter-Strike is the quintessential competitive first-person shooter game, and it's been like that for almost 20 years. So the game's integrity and software security should be of the utmost priority. It's not like Valve is in any rush to make significant balance changes to the game. Counter-Strike is like chess my ass. Buff them 249, motherfuckers. As an interesting side note, I play a ton of Dota. Way too much, if you ask me. I play a lot of its casual matchmaking, it's ranked, I play a lot of its custom games as well. And from my own memory and experience, as well as the experiences of the people that I play Dota with almost every day, we don't encounter cheaters that often. In my more than 10 years of playing this game, I can count with one hand the amount of suspicious games that I've had. Granted, Dota has a lot more mechanics built into it, so the possibility of soft cheating is a bigger possibility, but I've never encountered cheating that was super egregious, which from my experiences in Counter-Strike and TF2, when someone is cheating, it's very obvious that they're cheating. Could also just be that people are really quick to accuse cheating in these types of games, but I don't know. Although smurfing is very much a huge problem in Dota. For those who don't know, smurfing is when you make an alternate account to purposely matchmake against lower skilled players, just so you can bully them a little bit. Maybe these botters and cheaters enjoy messing with FPS games more than they do MOBAs. Although, I won't be surprised if Valve keeps doing nothing, the cheaters will eventually come to Dota in droves. Maybe this current fix Counter-Strike thing is just a passing fad, riding the coattails of the fix TF2 movement, and will probably just die down soon enough. But as Valve becomes more and more complacent, I could see a future fix Counter-Strike becoming one of the biggest movements in gaming history. So now it's up to Valve to ensure that that future doesn't happen to them, and more importantly, doesn't happen to us. I just want them to fix their stupid games, man. Goddamn. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do the YouTube things.